All right, great. I am going to do a quick tutorial showing you how to design a couple different kinds of visual assets, print poster, HD sized landscape version of your poster for the wall mounted monitor in the dance main hallway, and a one-to-one square Instagram image for your story or post that you want to do about your show. The first thing I do, I'm going to close this little window here. First thing I usually do when I start a project is I create a folder on my desktop or in my documents with the title of whatever I'm doing. So let's say this is a dance promo thing, and inside of that folder, oops, I'll bring this window over, I throw some of my assets. Now this has, I just did this Illustrator tutorial, so let's get rid of these because these are what we're going to create essentially. I put in some images that I am thinking of using for my promotions, and I put in the logo, which I obtained from myself. You can send me an email, and I'll send you. I have logo files with different color text and things like that. So the reason I ask that you obtain it from me is that SMTD went through a logo change a few years back, and so some of the ones that you'll find when Google searching are the incorrect logo. Anyway, so once you have this folder created, you can go ahead and go to Canva. And this is a fine tool. It's free. There are some limitations too, but we're going to click Create a Design. It wants you to pay. Those are the limitations. We're going to click Custom Size. We're going to type in 11 by 17 if you want a, oops, sorry. Let's go to inches. We'll go 11 inches by 17 inches. If you want a portrait layout, if you wanted a landscape layout, you'd make it wider than it is high, obviously, and we're going to click Create New Design. Now we don't have to worry about adding the bleed to that dimension. So you can go 11 by 17, and then you can add this dotted line if it's not already there in your settings. And what that bleed is going to do is allow the color of your image, your poster image, to go all the way to the cut edge of the poster, which most people want. Not all the time. If you don't care about that, then you don't have to worry about a bleed. You can send me something that actually just goes to the edge and doesn't have a bleed, and the printer will create a white border. But to get a bleed, I'll show you how. You go under File, View Settings, and Show Print Bleed. If you have this unchecked, right, then your resulting file is going to be 11 by 17. When I send that to the printer, they will have to put a little white border around it. But if you want your color to go to the edge, I know I sound like a broken record, go Show Print Bleed, and then just make sure that you bring your image all the way into that space. Now, you're going to go through Uploads. Let's see, Upload Files. I'm going to navigate back to the folder I just created. I'm going to choose one of these. Yeah, we'll do that for our poster. And then I'm going to bring the image in. Come on. And I'm going to hold down the Shift key to lock the height and width ratio. And I'm going to drag it way out here. Yeah, until I make sure that I cover all of that extra space. And let's say I want some of her hand in this image. Yeah, that's kind of interesting and intriguing. So there's my image, and then I'm going to go here, text, right, and I'm going to add a heading. It's going to be, Department of Dance. This is my big dance show. Oops, my big dance show, right? And we're going to manipulate this, choose your fonts, blah, 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 get it to be what you want, put the title, put it where you want it to be. maybe we'll add a subheading that is, you know, University of Michigan Department of, you know, or School of Music, Theater, and Dance. University of Michigan School of Music, Theater, and Dance presents. Right, we can manipulate that, resize our font, blah, 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 blah. We'll get this here. We'll move this here, right? You can change colors and all that stuff. You're going to do all this stuff. You're also going to upload and put any funding logos here. You're going to put the SMTD logo that you'll obtain from me on here. I think I have some of those already, right? We'll take this one. We'll put it, oh, yikes, that's so big. Where'd it go? Yeah, there we go. Something like this. We'll put this down here, you know, blah, blah, blah. Then when you're finished with your poster, you're going to go over here to File, Download. And I would like a PDF print, best for printing. Click that. You need to toggle this crop, marks, and bleed if you do want a bleed. You want the color to go all the way to the edge of your poster. They want you to pay if you send it in CMYK, so we'll keep it in RGB. You can also flatten the PDF, that's fine, and click download. It will work on that. Now, one thing that I haven't figured out how to do in Canva is to duplicate those settings so that you can, you know, take what you've created and then just switch it around to make a landscape version really quickly. So once this finishes, right, you'll blah, 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 you'll maybe save this in the same folder that you just created. Now you have your poster, boom. Then I think we can duplicate page, but if you want to change the dimensions of it, you've got to pay to resize this thing, right? So we'll have to essentially remake. The good thing is that you have uploaded everything, right? So we'll start again. We'll create design. This time we'll go custom size. We'll stay in pixels. We'll go 1920 wide by 1080 high. Right, and we will go back to our uploads. Maybe we use the same image. Hold down shift. Oh, yikes. It's actually weird. So maybe if you don't hold down shift, it'll lock the height and width. We'll do something like this. And then, you know, just remember the fonts you use. So you can write University of Michigan Department of Dance Presents, or School of Music, Theater, and Dance, rather. You can, you know, come back over to your uploads, bring in your logo again. Why is that so problematic? I don't want that to be the whole thing. I just want it to be this little thing over here. Anyway, I'm not sure why that's being such a thing. No, I just want it to be another element on it. Well, weird. There we go. I got it. Maybe you just click on it. Here, you know, don't hold down shift so that it locks the height and width. And that's especially true on the logo. Get everything situated. And then here, when we download, now this time we are going to want it to be either a PNG or a JPEG, which are great for our purposes. We're going to try to, I guess not. Oh, that's locked. They want you to pay for it. Okay, well, we'll stick with their quality, and I'll let you know if it's not good enough. And we're going to click download, blah, blah, blah. Now, we'll call this, you know, wall mount, and put your, you know, My Big Dance Show at the top. Okay, maybe you put the date. 2/23 is the time of my show. Big Dance Show, wall mount. Great, save that. Now, let's go to make another one. Let's go create new design. This time we want Instagram story. Awesome. They already pre-populated it. That's a great size. Okay, so now we're gonna use our uploads. Oh, we don't want their thing. I'm gonna go to upload and I'm gonna upload a different file. Maybe on this one, I wanna use this picture. Right, so you can get pretty adept here. This is great. We'll maybe increase the size. Use kind of the rule of thirds, right? So we'll put her a little off to the side here. And then maybe you just put like the title and the date, or a link, or nothing, and then just have the text of your actual post on Instagram provide that information. Great, hopefully this is helpful, and happy designing.